Yo, 420 Kids live direct in effect, Oklahoma City bound. It's going down. What's happening? What's good with my peoples? In tonight's episode, we got Kanye West, Drink Champs, Pier Morgan, and Candace Owens. You know, we're going over the latest rants about these high-end celebrity people going in. Let's give y'all a little video article of Candace Owens in her latest rants.
Rioting and looting, posting black squares to prove that they weren't racist.
I do not support George Floyd and the media depiction of him as a martyr. I am aware it's going to make a lot of people hate me.
Viral is an understatement. 100 million views. It was insane. We're seeing conservative voices being kicked out of culture. I have the courage to stand by my convictions. I'm here. I'm a conservative. I'm not apologizing.
We're working on a documentary talking about all the funding pertaining to Black Lives Matter.
Candace Owens, that rotten.
If we're really getting at what he's implying here, it's that it's incumbent upon every black person to defend their criminals. I believe the exact opposite. Black Lives Matter released their 990 IRS filings. They collected $80 million. Where is that money? Not only am I going to say the truth, I am going to scream the truth louder than you can scream the lies. So if you're not yet a member, subscribe.
Josh Cross, what are you talking about, mate?
And for acting contracts, we need to go to the top lawyers, the top execs, the owners of the stadiums, the owners of the football teams, and the owners of the record labels. And we're going to put them all in one room, and we're going to read let's go top 10 in each one of these categories, right? Let's read Michael B. Jordan's contract.
Why would any of that?
Hey, bro, I ain't finished. I ain't finished my sentence.
Nothing you're saying has anything to do with regret.
Hey, boy.
Don't call me boy.
Don't finish. I told you. Oh, don't treat me like a boy then. I'm going to finish my sentence of my idea.
Nothing you're saying has got anything to do with the tweet.
Cool. I was in the middle of a sentence, boy. Okay, so are you going to allow me to finish my sentence?
Yes. If you then answer my question.
Okay, so I'm going to tell people when I would apologize for the tweet. This is what has to happen first. I need all of the top executives in Hollywood. I need the top executives at the NBA and at the NFL. We'll do those two sports specifically. And I want the top executives in music, dealing with publishing, dealing with like Spotify and Apple Music and Universal Music and all the top let's do like 5 top execs there. And I want to look at the top 10 earners in each one of those fields' contracts openly. We want to compare and contrast the contracts. And then once we open that conversation, and we need to do it on a platform live with lawyers asking questions, and we'll have the top lawyers like a Johnny Cochran, Robert Kardashian level legal team, looking at all of these contracts together. After that moment happens, then I will say, I'm sorry.
Like working for Luther's Janitorial. Why don't you just take your broke ass home? Otherwise, shut the fuck up and get back to work.
Hey, you know you one cold-hearted motherfucker, Luther.
Get back to work.
Luther, you ain't have to talk to her
Right
like
now,
that.
do you know we brought in $1.3 trillion last year as a people? Out of 226 nations on the earth, that makes black people in America the 8th richest nation. We brought in $600 billion more than Spain, $700 billion more than Mexico. Yet Spain has 46 million people like we do, and they maintain a 208,000 square mile landmass, and they have their own everything. Mexico has 131,700,000 people, and they're maintaining 771,500 square miles with half the money we have. Yet they have whole countries, and we don't have nothing we can call our own. Something happened to us. We got to get back into what they call today financial literacy, but we got to do it quick because we got to start doing something for ourselves. We got the dollars. We just need some more sense to go with them dollars.
Absolutely, I agree with that. We have the dollars to take care of ourselves and future generations, but the spirit of independence has been diluted with false propaganda, lies, mass media, the destruction of basically the mind. Free thinking is a long lost art, and our thoughts are so controlled because we're indoctrinated, we're educated. That's indoctrination. Indoctrination is your religious fraternal organization. That's indoctrination. An example of this is I'm not going to look at anything else outside of the realm of Christianity because I'm a Christian. Then you're indoctrinated. It's the same thing with Islam. If you can't see outside the box or think outside the box. Now, often Candace Owens and Kanye West, I would say they're free thinkers. They're thinking outside of the box. Oftentimes, this is, if you're outside the box, you're thinking outside the box, this represents the pinnacle of leadership. We'll say that. But the base, the masses, is inside the box. So when people alienate themselves, I don't know, she said she's know what type of backlash she's going to get by saying the White Lives Matter shirts. Once again, I thought it was real inconsistent or inconsiderate, irrational even, to even come up with such a shirt. White Lives Matter. When you know, and a lot of people say statistically, whites get killed by police more than black men, and I disagree. And statistically, yeah, they're doing something, probably like shooting at the police or acting belligerent. I can guarantee this that it's not more unarmed white men getting killed by police than it is shit. So I don't know. It's very imperative that we get control of our thought process because the media is controlling our thoughts, and this conservative shit that we got going on. What are you trying to conserve? You know, so I see the rich conservatives, they're trying to conserve their way of living, you know. So, hold on. We got the homie trying to join. He's probably having technical difficulties. But Kanye West's latest rants. We got Jamel Kennard. What's wrong with the White Lives Matter shirts? Me personally, I don't think there's anything the matter with it. It's just taking out of context. I think they said they did that just now. Candace Owens, she's coming out with the documentary, so she said some bullshit to get everybody juiced up and mad to lead up to our documentary. They're in show business, but unfortunately, the masses is not. The people thinking outside the box, they're affecting the whole mass with their statements and their thoughts. Because once you reach a certain celebrity status, everything you say, there's nothing that's off the record. You know, so that's the problem with that. And now they say the Black Lives Matter shirts was a joke because they raised $80 million and did none of the money go, or the proceeds go to the people that need it. They let a lot of people were stealing the money. It went to, I need to play this other article, man, because like I said, it's not benefiting the impoverished neighborhoods. A lot of times the charities never reach the impoverished neighborhoods, no matter the color. So it's very imperative that we get control of our thought process, because right now the mass media is controlling the thought process. And with the White Lives Matter shirts, again, I think it's some high power bullshit, because like I say, I haven't seen white people getting gunned down in the streets unarmed. I haven't seen that across the globe. They don't televise it. They don't support the narrative or anything. Anytime an African American gets killed in the streets, you see shit like Kanye West. He's saying some dumb shit. Oh, hey, he had fentanyl in his system. So that disregards the police officer sitting on his neck for 9.5 minutes because he was a addict, basically. See, America gets you addicted to drugs. They incarcerate you. Then they talk about intervention. The drug corporations, and they call their drugs medicine. They don't call it methamphetamines. That's drugs. The same methamphetamines that's on the drugs that they calling drugs on the streets, it's the same thing. They call it medicine. It's called Adderall. On the street level, they call it heroin. On the medicine level, they call it opioids. So they play word games with people, man, and it's very unfortunate. You can't trust the medical community, but we can get on here and tear down our youth talking about rappers. It's this big thing to tear down the rappers right now. This is a trending topic. If you want to get on here and get some notoriety, just start talking about rappers and how they're destroying the community. Not the politicians, the drug corporations, the gun manufacturing companies. The rappers are children. Once again, it's been teachers walking out all across the country because lack of accessibility, resources, underpaying. So how does that affect the children that we get on television and demonize the children for stuff they're not even responsible for? So I said that to say this. We can't let them tell us when we can talk about racial matters, Black Lives Matters. What happened to the Black Lives Matter? Okay, what he say? We need to support Kanye. He owns the shirts. And they should get paid off their shirts. A white man owns Black Lives Matter shirts. Donald Trump show us how wild. Yeah, I can dig that. What Kanye is ranting and griping about, brother, is basically the exploitations. You see, he's the richest man in American history, black man, $11 billion, and yet he's crying about racism in the Jewish controlled indoctrination, the mass media, the exploitation of but he's using it out of context because, like I said, he only started crying about it when they started pulling his contracts, Adidas, Gap, Chase Bank, so now it's we again. But how is his money circulating in Chicago or building or creating economic resources for black people? I don't think his money is doing. Let me see what's going on. I sent a homie an invite. Yeah, y'all pull up, comment, like, excuse me. Let me take some water. I got some cotton mouth smoking on this palm. Like, share, and subscribe. Leave a comment. If you think I'm on some high power bullshit, pull up. I'll send you an invite. We'll get on the show and we can discuss a debate, have a dialogue, because we need to create different think tanks. We need to create these think tanks because we all have different perceptions. That doesn't mean that we can't come together on one accord and one agenda and work along the economic boundaries, the educational boundaries, the political boundaries, the community and social development boundaries. And as well, after we get those 5 phases of growth, we have to worry about military development because history will repeat itself. Every time we build something up, people tear it down. Hell yeah, I vote for Kanye. Shit. God damn it. Just because he black. Shit. I love the culture, man. I take the good with the bad. I'm not the one who's gonna get up here and demonize all the good stuff we do. That's us. Yeah, that's me. Demonize all the bad. Hey man, life is about balance. So hell yeah, I'll vote for Kanye. Shit. But I think they made a mistake. Just like when they came with Obama, it was an uprising. It's been more racial tension. It's been more racial uprisings ever recorded in American history. The most, more than the civil rights movement, all of that. So it just depends on what lens we're looking at. The conscious community, the conscious, all the consciousness is your perception. Once again, we need to see what's below the subconscious is below the surface. The conscious is on the scene. You see what's in front of you. See, the submarine attacks below the surface. By the time you see what's on the surface, it's too late. You're already dealing with the effects, and the causes of the systematic planned annihilation. So we get on TV and these media outlets and we demonize our children for using exploitation. Or they're calling women bitches. They didn't make up the word bitch. This is the English language. They're talking about guns. They didn't make the guns. They're talking about drugs. They didn't make the drugs. They're perpetuating situations that goes on in the community. And oftentimes the media wants to silence that. So Kanye West is getting on here talking and creating awareness to these institutions that are controlled. So with that being said, I don't know. I think Kanye West and Candace Owens, Kanye West mostly, he's so disconnected because he's so rich. It's classism issues. So he's not affiliated. Even Candace Owens, she probably has enough finances to where she doesn't have to be affiliated with the problems of African Americans, normal African Americans, because of her financial bracket. So a lot of times they like to get on here and discuss issues that are pertaining to the African American community, just like the Democrats. They talk about issues, but don't deliver nothing. Oh yeah, look at her. Where they're not talking about nothing. They just talking. So it's for the people at the grassroots level to do something about it. If you're thinking people that's at the pinnacle of leadership to they're going to risk their money and their finances to talk about a cause that they're not affected by. So it's more powerful. 40 million people with $1 is more powerful than one person with $40 million. So hey, the whole social media thing, this is very dangerous because this is a new thing. This is like a new drug that's out, and we waiting to see the after effects. Absolutely. I think she's paid by the government too. Charleston White, Candace Owens, Cynthia G, they get paid off of demonizing the problems of African Americans, and they're not even affiliated with the problems. They don't live around African Americans. They don't, but yet they want to speak they want to be the voice for African Americans. But it's clear in their speech that they disconnect themselves from the population. So we keep talking about community. Yeah, she is definitely with the radical right, radical issues, and radical problems calls for radical solutions. I'm a firm believer, but we're all affected by this fascist system that's going on. It's a crime to be poor, so we often demonize the prison is filled up with inmates for non-violent offenses. You're not causing any harm to anybody. So once we keep supporting this narrative, this criminal narrative, they're going to keep stealing jobs away from the masses, the working class. Prisoners often do jobs for $40 a month that you would have to pay normal citizens probably $50,000, $60,000 a year for. So as long as we keep supporting that criminal narrative where the systems are criminalizing people because of their poor, this is taking money away from education, putting money towards incarceration. So we have mega problems. Like I say, once again, systematic planned annihilation is not defined as black on black crime, but the media, that's all they paint out. That's the only narrative, black on black crime. So systematic planned annihilation, genocide is defined as systematic planned annihilation, the systems. that they use to destroy people, these political systems, these educational systems, as well as the monetary indoctrinations. These are the three main institutions that mold our perceptions. So, you know, Candace Owens, Kanye West, I know they like to classify themselves as being free thinkers, and that's okay, because thinking is a long lost art. But me personally, I can't download what they say. I understand what they're trying to do. I would go about it in a different manner, and that's cool for me. You know, it's fine to do what they feel that's necessary. Kanye West, everything he's saying and talking about, except the George Floyd. God damn, why you say that dumb shit? Oh, he died because he died because the motherfucker was on his neck for 9.5 minutes. Let me sit on your neck for 9.5 minutes and see. Motherfuckers be waking up with a crick in their neck from sleeping wrong. So you got a motherfucker with all his weight on your neck. Why would you say some dumb shit like that? Just to fucking, I don't know, whatever agenda that you're trying to push, you know, we can stir up the waters with positive emotions. I just felt he stirred up a lot of negative emotions with stirring up the waters. They were playing Candace Owens. They know exactly what they're doing. White Lives Matter shirts. That's an insult to me, to the whole purpose of what the Black Lives Matter movement stood for. But it's a felonious movement because once again, it raised $80 million and it didn't touch the main lives that it was supposed to touch. So it's a scam, as well as these nonprofit organizations, these 501c3 organizations. Look at me, I'm feeding the homeless, you know. Just for 10 cents a day, you can feed little Mobutu. What the fuck? They talking about, damn, you got 100,000, you got 100 million meals. You're hoarding food. You're not feeding the homeless, you're hoarding food. Food is free. So that's just my personal opinion, but popular opinions, you're supposed to work for food. My personal opinion, this is God's natural resources, and this is for everybody. There's no such thing as a world starvation problem. The problem is people are selling food. There's no such thing as a homeless problem. People are selling homes. If you drive from here to Texas, I bet you can fit everybody in the world in Oklahoma, and you still have as much land as, see, there's a lack of resources when everything is for sale. Hell yeah, we running out of shit. We running out of it. It's the biggest, it's a massacre going on right now. This is the biggest African American Holocaust going on right now. Yeah, they've been doing it like us for 400 years in continuous slave labor. The plantations used to be, you know, you used to see, but they've been building up so high. They're in high rises now, corporate America. And it's not only racial. Everybody's under this monetary enslavement, this indoctrination of working for money, you know, working for resources, you know. So it's crazy that we come together on these think tanks and then we politic on these issues. So we have to grow, and we have to be able to talk about real life issues to ever grow. But you can't say anything because America, free speech is censored. Free speech is censored. So you can get on here and say whatever you want to, but the cancel culture is real. Like some people, their finances, I don't know, man. Just for influential people are ready to use an emotionally charged topic like race, they're I think they're pushing the wrong buttons. And I think they're often jealous about the rappers. You know, how are these rappers getting all this attention? I think secretly they want the attention that the rappers are getting. So it's a hate, it's a pessimistic, I don't know. I said even the rappers, they the ones coming. You don't see any politicians coming around the ghettos. They coming to the ghettos. They, you know, the money is circulating, but I don't know. It seems like we would have a problem more with the record labels exploiting our children, because these are our kids, the young life. How do you define kids? The young adults. That's how I define kids, young adults. What's up, youngster? That's pertaining to anybody that's a hey young man, how you doing? Hey young lady, how you doing? That's what I would define as kids. So these record labels are often they're killing the artists over their masters. They're sending them in situations. They're portraying a negative narrative. It's Tupac and Biggie told y'all about this beef. He said, hey man, this is these motherfucking magazines and these record labels and they keeping motherfuckers beefing and shit. Like I say, we can't see what's below the surface. All we can see what's on the ground level because we have to utilize our vision. A flower, when it sprouts out the ground, you can't see the roots. You can't see the roots of the tree. All you see what's on the surface, what's above the ground. So subconscious, submarine is below the surface. We have to be able to utilize our money, our monetary system. You know, African Americans spent 1.3 trillion last year, and we haven't been taught financial literacy. We haven't been taught that we have to circulate money between people who look like us in order for our people to have money. So they don't want you talking about these things. Black economics, black power. They demonize black power because only a fool would want to empower himself. So as long as we're being portrayed in a negative image, that's why we get on here and doing it, because the energy that we receive from America, as far as African Americans, we have to walk around with our heads down. We have to walk around with our heads down. We can't talk about race. You know, it's a lot of stuff we can't talk about. We can't address issues to our masters, to our employers, to the people we work for. How are we going to address issues pertaining to race and we work for people? You know, so it's very imperative that we learn to organize. We have to come together on one agenda and one accord. But it's so many divisions amongst blacks. We Christians, we Muslims, we Bloods, we Crips, we're middle class, that we're upper class, we're ghetto, street mentalities. It's all type of conservative. It's all type of narratives that we paint, and these people often defined us. We didn't call ourselves blacks. We didn't call ourselves African Americans. We didn't call ourselves niggers. We didn't call ourselves Negroes. These are names that were created for us. So with that being said, they're controlling the narrative. Although Egypt was known as Kemet, when we were ruling, it was known as the land of blacks. What's up, Donnie, man? I'm finna send you the link. What's popping? Let me get it together, man. So we need to do better. If we knew better, we would do better. I'm a firm believer of that. If we knew better, we would do better. But we don't seem to know any better. We keep falling for these same tactics that they have been using since the 60s. Same tactics. Get on here and tell me, have they been talking about anything else? Guns, drugs, gang activity. Ever since the Black Panther, they've been talking about the same shit, and we steady falling for this shit. We steady falling for this shit because all we want to do is be a part of their shit. We don't want to build our own shit. A beggar can never rise to his full potential. A beggar nation can never rise to its full potential. You will always be at the footstool for other people to rule over you, exploit you, extort you. It's okay. Like I said, let's use this as an example. Thriller, 65 million times 25. That's the exploitations of the rap industry. What we should be crying about is that these motherfucking record labels is making all this money off of our artists, off of our young adults. That's what we should be crying about. I think that's what I'd be crying about, because like I said, they getting out, they pushing, they sending these kids to do concerts in unknown territory. I might be in Oklahoma City. Now I'm going to LA. They sending these artists out here with no security, and they're perpetuating lyrics. Okay, I get that, but this is not only for the rappers. You know how many people get killed every day, and we refuse to acknowledge it. You know, so your vote counts. You have a vote. Your voice of total empowerment. Rap was about, you know, they silencing the people, man. These conservatives, they want to silence you because what's up with you, Donnie? What's going on, pimping? How you doing, brother, man?
Man, don't be having no pimping, man. What's good,
hey,
Dirty
man?
Man?
You politicking under multiple.
Hey, look, I gotta call you pimping because you Dirty Man, though.
That's right, man. How you doing tonight, brother?
Man, I like what you're talking about. I just want to listen to you, and I just want to come on just to let people see my face. What you just talked about, you know what I mean? It's something we gotta as a group, as a nation, we have to be the ones that want to be here, have uncomfortable conversations, and to make sure that we understand that we trying to get to our city because everything's like not about everybody else. Like we got to get back to our city. Like we got to focus on that. You know, you know what I'm saying? You do a bid, but when you get out here, you hit the ground running and you know what you want to do. Look, podcast already off the ground. You show your workout ethic. You tell them that they can't settle in to not beat somebody in life. That's what it's about. So therefore, we're grinding. Like today, I did a reel, and my reel today was Motivating Monday, and you already on the motivating tip right now.
Motivational Mondays, absolutely. What
you
was
like
you
that?
talking about? Yeah, I like that, brother. Motivational Monday.
It was about something that, man. Hey, I got my little bro over here though, right here. That's
What's up, little bro? What's happening?
Hey, I like what you said. You saying I'm about to follow you. I like what you, man. Real.
All right, man. Pull up, bro. Pull up. That's what it's about. Community activism, being active in the community, organizing, pulling up with people that think differently. That's what it's about.
Yeah,
we're a diverse community.
Hey, that's what I was telling him. I was like, it got to be more black men out there that speak up and talk about topics that you don't get no likes on. You feel me? That nobody don't be paying attention to. But people scared to talk about social media because, you know, it's all about cancels, all about popularity. But if you be real, stay true to who you is, I know somebody got to pay attention that feel the same way you feel. So that's why I salute what you were saying before he even showed me. So I salute that.
Amen.
Keep talking about because hey, I was just telling Donnie before he put me on. I was telling about the BLK how that really was like a scam.
Yeah, it's a scam, man.
Yeah. How they got 80 million, Mallory, whatever her name is. They got all that money. They was doing all that promotion, but they weren't helping no blacks.
And they merged
black, but then you gotta think us blacks. We hate. If you look on social media, we want to hate each other more than everybody. So we got to do that
right now.
That's why I salute what you're saying because we got to do better, but we ain't gonna do better because we are hurt. We are hurt era. We are hurt black community. I don't be understanding none of it, but I do salute though. Keep doing your thing.
All right. Appreciate that, brother, man.
That's my little bro, man. Bro, I put y'all on last night. That it was all y'all, Grizzly, that knowledge and you, and we were laughing at y'all because y'all was talking some noise. I was looking like, bro, I be on here. Hey, bro, hey, Dirty, let's get it. Let's get this out the way. Let's get the elephant out there. Then I fall asleep on the chat, man.
We was falling out until he was knocked out. Hey, we was like, brother, man, he working, man, straight up. That's them long days.
But you wanna know what? When I hit you up and told you my bad, because bro, you wanna know how I knew I fell asleep on the chat? God told me that I did it in my dream.
Yeah.
He said you fell asleep. Dirty. I said I fell asleep on Dirty. Bro,
it was funny. It was. Hey, we gotta see you the recap of it.
I gotta see it, bro. Was I snoring and everything?
Hey, down there. We got you over there for you down there. Got your story. You hear me?
Man, but look, that's why I was wondering. I was like, I said I wonder if Dirty was like, you can't mess with the production, so he could just cut me out. Like we gotta keep on going. Like
I'm telling you, when I go to the movie, I might go to the movies with baby, man. 10, 20 minutes, I'm in that motherfucker sleep. You hear me? I sit down too long. Man. Because I be moving all day.
That day was tired. You know, because you know, Dirty, you know how I keep it at 100. You know, I say I do everything that everybody do. I make sure that we do it the right way. Then when we have to do this production, you know what I mean? So therefore, like, I was tired. I ain't gonna lie. Tired working everything. So I passed out, man. Right there. But I was like, we on live. I can't do that, man. I gotta do better. I'll be back. Hey, I gotta do better, bro. I will.
Oh shit, you hear me? It's all to the good and the you know. But back to that motivational Mondays, man. What are some of the things y'all was talking about?
Motivational Mondays today was this. You motivated me today because I'm on your live, right? I tapped in. I didn't tap in yesterday, but I tapped in today. But my thing is, you motivated me to say I gotta speak my truth with you. Like I just need to be here. A phase, bro. We a phase, bro. Like we just somebody. Like we somebody. So today was motivate. Just motivate somebody that you were around. Motivate your coworker. Motivate a worker. If you're in that world, if you a boss, motivate your employees. Like we just gonna motivate. We're gonna uplift. Because think about this. Think about when you worked in the corporate world, bro. On Mondays, everybody is dragging from the weekend because you done did so much. You don't put so much on your body. You know what I mean? I'm talking about everybody,
Absolutely.
bro.
Absolutely.
Whatever. It don't matter what culture it is. Whatever you like in your culture, that's what you're gonna do in your culture. But you put that on your body and you say, okay, I gotta go work on Monday and then I can start my week, right?
Yeah.
My little bro right here. One thing about him, he been with me. He been with me for the last 5 years. We left the same corporate building, and he right here with me. We do it together. And my thing is this: on Mondays when we come into that corporate building, people will be slacking, and we'll be looking out here. Hey man, you slacking, and you lacking. We'll tell them like you lacking. You lacking on your pimping. Hurry up, come on.
For real.
You know what I'm saying? So motivate me Monday is you just making sure you pushing the people that's close to you in your circle that you want them to be great. Do not settle, bro. Like that's the problem with us, bro. We don't, bro. We sometimes we'll let people be walking into that dumb stuff instead of just pushing them to be great.
Absolutely.
One thing I respect about you, Dirty, is that Dirty. I can't wait to tell you. I think I know who you is, but I'm trying to tell you, bro. It's gonna be funny. But look, Dirty, you game out the gate hit me up, and you know exactly who I am since I done tapped in with you. Like just brought my face to the situation. Dirty, I remember you when I was younger, bro. I was a young guy. You see what I'm saying? That's called motivate. I could have been somebody younger.
Yeah.
You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
Do you feel that? Do you feel that way though, Dirty? When we was younger though, because you know, I know you from when we was younger when we used to go to Fritzy's.
Yeah. Hey, that's the law of what's that? The law of inner circle. A leader's potential is determined by those that's closest around them. So what it's like when we turn down our kids and we turn down people who look like us, just know that's pessimistic. We got a leader's potential is determined by those that's closest around us. So you might be in a relationship, you know, motherfucker might be turned down their spouse, just negative people. You gotta shake them. You gotta get away from those people because they don't mean you no good. You can't see you can only see what's on the surface. You can't see what's below the surface. You can't see what a person thinking about you.
Right.
A pair of lips will say anything. You hear me? So we got to be conscious. We got to learn to observe, watch, and listen, and feel energy. We got to learn to feel. You can feel. You can step up. Hey man, something not right. You know, it's just like a
situation. With that situation, yes, sir. Like Dirty, see, that's my thing. Like Dirty, like when I saw y'all. When I saw you and I tell y'all cast, I was just like, man, I'm gonna listen Dirty because you sent me a friend request and I was just like, do Dirty remember me? Do Dirty know who I am? Do Dirty like I was asking, but then I just saw that you was like basically saying like, if I remember you, then don't worry about it. If you remember me, you better be my friend. I'm looking like, all right, I gotta do that. That's called big bro love.
All right, real shit. We need black men, not even on no homo shit. Hey, I love you, bro. You hear me? We need to be showing love to the community.
Hey,
I love you, bro.
The first day I see you, I'm gonna give you a hug, bro.
Yeah, man. Real shit.
I'm gonna give you a hug.
Hey, but I love you. Hey, we so used to hating on each other, bro. oh, this motherfucker, goddamn, all that pessimistic energy. We gotta cleanse, we gotta pour all that shit out. You hear me? And refill up the cup with nutritious water. You hear me?
With nutritious water.
With nutritious water, because the water that we got right now, it's all type of diseases and all type of BS in there. High power pessimistic energy, negative energy.
Man, and see, and like my little bro over here, Jones, he like, bro, got, you know what I'm saying, linked up with him and we real close. So, but he a young one, and he was like, he understood the sense of saying I love you before he got off the phone.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, like won't get off the phone until you say I love you. He like, I told you I love you. Just to see if you're gonna say it though. Like sometimes you don't have to say it, but if you really rock with a person like that, right? What you supposed to do? You supposed to get that dude the type of respect as a king that he is, and say I love you, and then you keep it pushing, regardless of a situation. But if you say you tell a man that you love him, then you really understand that you really care about that person. Something like tough, like you really do as a man, because men do not really show genuine emotion, right?
Especially black men. A lot of us ain't had daddy there telling us, hey, son, I love you, son.
There you go. That's what I'm saying,
I love you, son. You hear me? I love you, son. We ain't growing up hearing that shit. So it's hard for us to be like, we used to gritting on each other and looking for negative in people, though. You know, because that's a talk. They taught us that shit. Even they taught us the colorblind and shit. And we are the most non-racist people in the world. We are not racist. We are not full of hatred like
we're
that.
not.
But
so tell me this question and give me some wisdom because you big bro. So where do the competition and hatred side come from? Of black men. Tell me, come on. Because you gotta understand, you've been around, you know, you done saw like a lot of things. So when I ask you that, I really want you to like really think about it. Like, where did that come from? Like, why? What have you saw that match up to the competition of somewhat envy and jealousy and hatred come from a black on black?
I think it's we can't see the situations, the puppet master controlling the narrative, and it's a lack of resources.
Okay.
It's eventually we two lions, we split the state. Okay, the next time then we split the state.
Look, here you go, bro. Hey, bro,
eventually,
look. We on here. We might be on here.
Yeah.
Look at this. That's my wife. That's my wife over there.
Yeah.
To the left. I'm to the right.
Yeah. I can dig
that. Put us on here, bro. We might be on here.
Yeah. Keep doing what you're doing in the community, man. It's all about ties to the community. The community is bigger than self.
Wow.
So we got to reach one and teach one. We got to reach one, teach one. We got to build and heal.
Hey, look. My little bro. Okay, so look. This is, look. I've been having this on just so we can see it. So now me and him got in our face. And then put us on. How should I feel? I was Brandon. Bro, go look at my. I was Brandon there. We was right next to the van. Yeah. That news van.
Yeah.
And they put us on.
Yeah.
He did video, but when he edited it, that's what he edited. My wife was on there. But my bro say, dang, he gonna do us like that. And I gotta tell my brother, like, but he tells me, keep on striving, work harder, this and that. And then I gotta let him see the white folks, Father God, because that's what most people, you know, in that situation. I know what podcast I'm on, but I know people watching and they know who I am. But I wanted him to understand that that's what we're gonna get every time. That's what we're gonna get every time. And bro, when he'll tell you, when the camera was on me and him, he was giving out candy, and I was tying a young king's shoe because he had two.
Yeah.
He had both of his shoes untied, and I told him he was gonna bust his face. And the mama was telling us the whole time, right, while we was right there doing what we was doing, mama said, I've been telling him he need to keep his shoes tied. He gonna hurt himself.
Yeah.
See what I'm saying, bro? But they don't want to put us on there.
Yeah.
North side of Oklahoma City, bro. We on our side, bro. No, you on the east, huh? You on the east, huh, Dirty? I'm north. Yeah,
east,
you know I'm north.
The west, north, south. You know, we everywhere,
Dirty,
man.
I know
They be like, where you from? They be like, where you from, man? I'm from Earth.
This is my city. See, that's why I said, bro, I'm not the only one to really talk like this. And Dirty, bro, you gotta understand, Dirty is like built. Dirty bigger than me, but Dirty built like my size, everything. And look, bro, nobody ain't gonna mess with Dirty. This is where I learned from. These are the people I used to have to watch when I was little, when I was growing up. Like, I'm trying to tell my little brother so he can understand why I'm being aggressive. Sometimes he don't be understanding.
Or assertive. Right. You know, we can be it's assertive. Instead of aggressive make it say, oh, he's being aggressive. No, he's being assertive. You hear me? So that's what they do in the media. They play word games. You know what? They play word games with us. So we got to be conscious of the word games, and we got to be conscious about our community. We can't let outsiders out of our community control the narrative.
Right.
Our culture should be free from foreign element defining us. We should define ourselves. We got to define ourselves. So every time you see us on the media, there's going to be a negative depicted picture.
Amen.
You hear me?
Yeah.
Because they don't want, you know, so that's why we got to get our own media stations. We got to get our own. We got to stand up to be independent. A beggar nation can never rise to its full potential.
And so Dirty. So that's why I'm thinking that's what you like. Cause Dirty, I know. So thank you, Father God, for you, bro. Thank you, Father. Thank you. Because Dirty. So because I don't like to talk about. I don't like to put everything on. But I still think how I am about Facebook. So therefore, for you and everything you have been through from the bottom to the top, see, I say that bottom to the top. Okay, so that's why this right here is something that you have pushed out to the city, then, right? Amen. Yeah. See, I just want to be a part of something that's natural. That's it.
Absolutely, man. And we're reaching out to brothers in North Carolina, Dallas, Texas, Arkansas. We got brothers from all over who be pulling up and joining, man. Like I said, we got to create a voice. Your vote counts. Your voice of total empowerment. Excuse me. Voice of total empowerment.
You like that it's your face, huh? You like it that when you're on here, you want people to look at you. You want people to see who you are for who you are. And then we just so then that we all understand together. And then whoever's tuning in, they understand who's on this cast to talk, right?
And my main thing about it is more so not seeing the faces, just about bringing brothers together from different perceptions in this think tank, and we coming together on community-based topics. That's what the show is about,
Amen.
I could easily push. I got another street politician label trying to do. That's me right there, but we can come together doing some community-based work. It's like we having church right now. You hear me? You in your living room, and we building. That's construction. We're not on here tearing people down. Oh, look at the comment. Man, like a person. I used to hate that. Well, I'd be in prison, man. And he talking about the microwave dirty, man. These people nasty. Clean the microwave, then.
Clean the microwave, bro.
These people, they putting trash. They throwing trash in apartments. Man, pick up the trash.
Pick up the trash.
Shit, stop talking that shit. Do something. Yeah,
that is simple. Hey, why we still talk about it and don't do nothing about it, right?
Yeah.
That's how you saying? Man,
we got classism issues. A lot of us start getting some money. I like to see us our personalities change too when we start getting money. Look at this motherfucker
it's funny that you said that because me and him, we had a whole different conversation of us getting money. But my thing is about money. My thing is Dirty. Okay, you already had money, right?
Yeah.
I'm somebody who had to work for some money. Okay, I know what money look like too. So therefore, if we all that got money and saw money, then we should all understand how the pecking order works in life, and we should all even out the same as that. This is me. Everybody don't do it like me, but I know that I can maintain to make sure the money always even out for everybody. So everybody's family and everybody's taken care of, and we all taken care of. Then we shouldn't have to worry about anything because it's in the brand. Because when you start thinking that you better than the brand, then you put yourself in harm's way. Because it's people that really were gonna look at you like, okay, you harming the brand. And I feel like when you run your own brand, then you can do brand things different ways than other corporate worlds can do it. That's just me. Everybody don't agree, but I do it. But I was taught that way. People, I was older cousins. You know what I'm saying? My older cousins, everybody that y'all show me. Cause bro, I grew up in the Christian area where y'all was already the heads. So therefore, I saw the things y'all did younger. But I'm saying, like, when you really entrepreneurial, but now you got the same old heads still with you, and you know how they operate now, and you do the brand different. Right? I feel like that. Like, you should always operate the brand according to what you always operating the brand for. You should never deviate. If it wasn't, look, you can get in trouble early, but if it wasn't broke then and it worked then, sometimes you got to treat the opposition later, and then it should work now. If you get what I'm saying.
Absolutely, man.
You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah,
just a little bit.
Yeah, man. So
like I think like I vote like if you involved, okay, I gotta humble myself because I know you're gonna bring more than me because of everything you done been through. So everything I done been through, only thing I'm supposed to do is bring my swag of who I am to you, and we mix it together, and then we should still be able to vibe, right?
Right. That's right.
Okay.
Suffering is universal. Suffering
I'm
is universal.
I'm not saying I'm bigger than nobody.
Absolutely.
I'm just saying that if you really know if you wouldn't mess with me over social media, then I wouldn't mess with you long way too in real life because you wouldn't bring me in social media. You haven't even hugged me yet. You feel me?
Yeah.
And I feel like you showing support. You showing the support for everything.
Yeah.
Material situations that's going on in the real old city. You know what I mean?
Right. Yeah. Hey man, Oklahoma City can have a movement. It's coming up too. It's a lot of the laws is outdated and things, but Oklahoma City it's kind of like a Black Wall Street Renaissance thing going on. People is empowering themselves. I went out. Some people they got businesses. I'm like, hey man, that's good, man. Y'all stepping up y'all game, man. We gotta teach our kids and our people financial literacy. You know, who for those who don't know it, and basically it's keeping. That's what Kanye West is talking about. You know,
so how do you feel? How do you feel about it? How you like? We talked about it, but I got to drop in. But you know, like bro, like. It's fine when he keep it structured, right? You should agree. Do you agree? If it's structured, or with his PR, if he gonna keep it structured with his PR, right? Yeah. It's when he get out the subject and want to talk about just his personal, getting his feelings. Then you start making everybody else getting crazy, right? Is that because
his feelings?
I mess with him because you're emotional. You're emotional, bro.
Yeah, and
like, bro, if we do a crime, bro, we know Kanye's gonna fix on us. We know Kanye gonna tell because Kanye gonna be in his emotions. Like Kanye, bro, be quiet. Go over there and sit in the corner. Sit in the corner. I think it's white people.
And enjoy your money.
Hey, Josie said, not if it's white people, not if it's better than white people.
Oh yeah. Hey, nobody. That's his main problem right there. That boy. Now she rich, but goddamn, she go. Man, he damn near ready to kill himself.
But think about this. He can have whatever he wants though.
And that's the thing. That's the thing. Why I don't get why
when we're younger. Yeah. Did we worry about anything in life when we was at Fritzy's?
Right. Yeah, no cars.
Everything was there.
Yeah.
You can't worry about the best one because the best one probably was already chosen. So you might as well just go to the.
Right. Real talk.
Now look at him.
Yeah.
Because is it money? Tell me,
I think it is the money. I think the money got him fucked up. You like say in the billionaires club, you know the time. And then he used to telling everybody, hey, they said, hey, I'm Kanye West, I got $11 billion. Shut the fuck up and get back to work. You hear me? That's what they said. They telling him shut the fuck up and get back to work.
He said, Johnny, he asked me a question, Johnny.
What?
What you say? You said something. You were saying something.
He said he richer than Jay-Z?
Yeah, I said Kanye on his on the drink test, he said he the richest black man. So I was telling Donnie that's the reason why he was acting like that, because
nobody got a fucking
entitled. He feels like he's powerful than anybody. So everybody he can say White Lives Matter because that's what he really
thinks. He can say anything because he thinks of his power.
The white people is gonna be the ones that's gonna back him up because he said White Lives Matter.
Yeah.
So he trying to get back in presidential race or something?
He think they backing on. They on his ass though. You hear me? Because like I say, his bosses. You got 11 billion, but hey, shut the fuck up and get back to work. That's what his boss is telling them. They pulling these contracts. You hear me?
Wow.
Yeah, you saying too much.
So he embarrassed us, bro. That's basically what you telling me then. That's
how I feel. Because these how much of that 11 billion do you think is circulating in the community? And he got the power. He got power to change lives. We're not talking about middle class business owners. We're talking about he's wealthy. So it was very. Now he don't have to do nothing for nobody, you know. But shit, don't start talking that weed shit. You hear me? Don't start talking that weed shit. That's all I'm saying.
Listen,
don't start talking that weed shit now.
Dirty. Dirty Mac. This dude over here. That's a line that he was saying. And he just got caught when you just said, "Hey man, hold on, bro. You better not be talking no weed shit."
Shit, nigga. Know what the fuck? You need to piss him off. You hear me? God damn it, Kanye West. Hold on one goddamn minute here. You
gotta chill out, bro.
You gotta chill out.
You gotta chill out a little bit, man.
But you know, his interview with Pier Morgan, he was worried about his apology. Pier Morgan, like, fuck all that nigga shit, nigga. I want to hear an apology to the Jewish community. He said, I ain't heard it yet. That's all he's saying.
He not gonna say, but Kanye ain't not gonna do that. Like, why he feel like he gotta do that when he make 11 billion? And then you got
all the shit he's saying is some real shit, except the George Floyd shit, man. You stuck your foot in your mouth with that shit.
I told foot in your mouth. Earlier, I said Kanye. People think Kanye crazy. Kanye is not crazy. You know what he's saying. Crazy.
Yeah, he know what the fuck he's saying. He know what the fuck he's saying. It's still some bullshit. Yeah,
it's still some bullshit. Like I said,
he feel like he can say it.
Yeah, he feel like how black people feel. Well, normal black people that really they feel like they got the new iPhone, they got a new crib, they got all this. But they say they feel entitled where they can talk to you crazy and act crazy. But you really need to be down to earth to be humble. Because it's the people that's making you, and when you're normal, you can all lose all that. So stop being fake. And Kanye ain't being fake towards black people. He just need to get down to earth.
All right, real talk.
Why we out here give that word, like real word like today? Thank you, Father. On me.
Yeah.
No, but I just think that bro, I don't like to be embarrassed, bro. That's just me, bro. And I just think that Kanye, I just think that they can be able to say that that's a typical dude of power, black African American male, a power that is a womanizer. He crazy. He think he can do, and then they put us on that type of that realm, and I feel like everybody's not like that. Like we're not all like that. Some of us really work for our situation. Like some of us really work our butt out to just have a voice, man, to beat somebody like in life. Like these celebrities they run their city. Okay, they do everything for their city. But some people like us, we do care about our cities our own way. Like we done saw the best drug dealers did the most drugs in the city, and Did they do anything for it? No. They wanted to get more rich, and that's fine too. And nobody said, but right now in this process, in this time, we need people to understand we can do more. Like we got homeless, man. When have we really look homeless, homosexuality, gays, like all this type of stuff that we have in the city? When have we just accepted in this city that you can just do what you want? We never accepted that when we were younger. So who told us that we supposed to accept it now just because that's what's going on in the world? We're not of this world. We are one person's will. We are one person's will. We know this. So therefore, if we are one person's will, then we already know what we're supposed to do as a community to make sure that we tell the right thing in the most politically correct way. I feel that way. That's me. I can't speak for everybody else. I'm saying
we're supposed
to speak the way we're supposed to speak. And if anybody uncomfortable, that's on you.
Yeah.
You look yourself in the mirror.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Like I shouldn't be afraid to get on this chat. If you're another man, if Dirty reached out to you and said, I want you to get on this chat because I just like what I saw you post, and you're not willing to get on here because you feel like you don't know him, why not? Another king offered his blessing to you just so he can meet you. So once you be a person to meet that other king, and that's what I was.
About networking. It's all about networking. CNN network, N is network, ESPN network. It's all about networking.
Dirty don't ask me to do anything that Dirty do on his cast or when I was doing the cast or anybody else. We do it our way, and everybody respect how we do it. But everybody gonna get them dimes the way they gonna give it. You know what I mean? I try not to cuss, but I might slip up. You don't care, Dirty, but you know who you is. And you know how you feel with your guy. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Same thing with Adidas. Same thing with Grizz. Man, you know what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying? Yeah. We operate that way. And that's something that people should be able to see when we all talk. And they understand that, like, oh, this is a real chat right here.
Yeah.
This is a real chat. This is a real cast right here.
Real people, real problems, real solutions.
That's because you never know what we're gonna have to talk about.
Right, that's what
dudes got women. You know, we might have to have a women like you were saying that one day. You said, "Hey, we need to really have a sportsman." So you had never had a sportsman. We had a sportsman. And look, I fell asleep on it, but we got the.
We ain't even gonna get on this sports yet. I got so many of the homies that sports. They so fucked up about the sports.
Dirty LeBron fan.
Hey, I'm telling you,
Dirty
King James, the GOAT of the GOATs.
No, he'll tell me, hey, no, listen. He said, I'll punch on you. I get to talk about LeBron. He said, don't make me have to sock you. I'm looking like, why you
hey, I can dig that.
You know what I'm saying? So, but I just want to get on here, man, because I was just liking what you were saying, man. Like, I think that Dirty just continue to go, bro.
Don't slow up. You too, man.
Go
slow up.
Keep on pressing the envelope.
Yeah, keep pressing. Stay down like 4 flat tires.
Huh?
Got to stay down like 4 flat tires. Got to stay down like 10 toes.
No, Dirty. That's how I know. That's how I know you, though. That's how I know you.
Yeah. Journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step. So keep pushing, man. It ain't gonna start popping till you start popping it off.
Amen.
So have that belief in yourself, the ability to grow, create, the creator, the creative energy. Yeah,
that's why I was like telling him, like, I was like, I'm gonna get on here. He was cracking up there. He was like, what up, Tim? He was cracking up. He was like, all right. So he did it.
It's just in the ether.
Yeah. I want him to, man, get to see that I do talk to y'all, man. I was like, man, let him get on here. I already know that you was gonna vibe with him, like you was gonna let him know, so he can get on too. Like, everybody,
up, man. We need all the young men. We need the soldiers, man. We building an army. You hear me? This is God's army. This is God's army. You hear me? Hey, let's go,
God's army, bro. So I'm gonna make sure. I'm gonna send him. Your info, and then when the link, he gonna have to just get the link. He had to see y'all on, which I become friends, and then he'll know to get on, man. And then he dropped dimes, man. He very intelligent, man. He's special. I have him with me. He been with me for 5 years. So I just know that this is what he needs to do. This is his calling. This is who he is, though. Him too. So you know what I mean. Just been over here, be a face, man. Because at the end of the day, God got us in the face. But at the end of the day, you have to be willing to do this.
Absolutely.
Because not everybody gonna do this.
Straight like that, boy. That's a drop.
Because you, bro, you really be.
That's a drop the mic speech. He walked off the stage on that. Hey, you hear me?
Well, thank you. You said that way, but bro, Dirty, you be like, don't care, like at all. You know what I'm saying?
You gotta turn
all the words of the book. You use all the words of the book. You be yourself. You gonna show them what they need to see. But it's up to them to judge you the way they want to judge you. And that's why I love it.
Right, straight like that. So, man, in closing, man, we appreciate y'all pulling up, fucking with us. Y'all could have been anywhere here, but like I said, y'all here fucking with us. Y'all enjoy y'all night. Peace, gods and goddesses. All right, salute.
Salute to you, bro.